Good morning, everyone. We have 3 Interwatch items to go over today. The first one's going to be an ag assault drive-by in the 2700 block of North Piatt. Second one's going to be the false police report with an arrest in the 200 block of North Old Manor. And then the third is going to be a robbery that occurred this morning over in the 3100 block of East Douglas. So the first one we'll go over today is the aggravated assault drive-by. The case number for that is 16C 80264, 16C 80264, an aggravated assault in the 2700 block of North Piatt. This occurred on November 16th at approximately 5 a.m. On November 16th at approximately 5 a.m., a 36-year-old female reports unknown suspect shot at her house while she was at home in the 2700 block of North Piatt. The house was occupied by her, also a 15-year-old female and a 36-year-old male, 3 occupants total in the house. The house was hit several times, but nobody inside were injured. Possible witnesses in the area, neighbors describe a 90s model red SUV was seen in the area around the time that the shots were fired, but it's unknown if that vehicle is connected or not. We're asking anybody to, if anybody has any information, to please contact investigators or Crime Stoppers with any information on this case, or if they observed something again in the 2700 block of North Piatt this morning around 5 a.m. to please give us a call and let us know.
2700 block of North Piatt. Can you spell Piatt?
Yeah, P-I-A-T-T, P-I-A-T-T.
Do we believe this is connected with our one from yesterday?
Which one from yesterday? I don't remember where that was. Sorry.
Madison, yeah. North Madison.
I don't know of any correlation that would connect the two together right now.
How many rounds of the house do you know?
A handful of them. I don't think any more than maybe 5 or 6 actually hit the house, and I don't know how many total were fired.
Was that the only house that was hit? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you think this house was targeted?
You know, I couldn't say if it was targeted or not. They don't have any suspect information, and the victims have no idea why this house would be struck by gunfire.
Were there gun casings found
Yes, there were casings found.
in the street?
Yes.
There were also reports that same time, gunfire on North Hillside too. Was that mentioned in there at all?
It wasn't. I know that the email that I received said that they received several calls on it. So probably just individuals calling in the area that heard the gunfire, and then they were able to locate the scene over there on Piatt.
Oh, okay, so Hillside close to Piatt.
I believe so.
Nick,
I'm not familiar with that area, sorry.
Nick, you said some of the rounds actually hit the house, right?
Yes.
Did any of them actually penetrate?
That I'm not sure. It's not reported if they actually went through the house or stayed on the exterior of it.
Is there any concern now that we've had 3 different, had a car, another house, and now this house? Any concern that?
Well, there's always concern to everybody in the community, right, when houses, cars, or anybody gets, struck by gunfire. So investigators will work, but we really rely on the community to come forward and help us as well to solve these crimes. So it usually takes a witness or a phone call to us to let us know who and why this happened, for us to get anywhere. But yeah, it's definitely concerning. Anytime you have gunfire, you have the potential of serious injury or death. So we take all these cases very seriously, and again, just plan to work on with the community to identify and get these individuals in custody. Okay. Second one I'll go over is a false police report where we arrested an individual. This occurred in the 200 block of North Old Manor. This occurred on November 15th at approximately 3:30 p.m. On November 15th at approximately 3:30 p.m., a 29-year-old male called 911 to report a burglary in progress at a home in the 200 block of North Old Manor. When officers arrived, they located the calling party on the roof of a house in that neighborhood. During the investigation, it was determined that that male called in a burglary and mentioned that the suspect had a gun and was inside this house. That was determined to be false. Now, the male was at the residence on Old Manor working on the roof for the homeowner and had every right to be at that residence. Upon further investigation, the Wichita Police Department discovered that this male has called 911 54 times since September 1st, all making false police calls from different locations. The suspect was booked into jail for making a false police report. I have no idea. I don't think that we know any kind of reason why he would be doing something like this. So,
Talk about how many resources this ties up. Or you guys
absolutely. Absolutely. You know, 54 times, you know, to 911 is something serious because that's 54 times when they could have been on the phone with somebody else, obviously. And then officers, especially for a burglary in progress, you have at least 2 officers and a supervisor that responds to that, if probably not more, especially if you mention, you know, weapons or anything like that. So we take calls like this very seriously, and then to come to find out that they're false, it really takes away from the manpower on the street. So we do take these calls very seriously, and we will book suspects into jail for making false police reports if they do that. Oh, sorry, I'll have to get that for you. I don't have it written down.
So is he tied to any, like, break-ins or anything?
No.
So he was just making these false?
Yep, he would call 911 and make false allegations of false calls in different locations throughout the city. And once we started investigating it, they all determined that it was all false calls, so that's why he was arrested.
On a typical call like that, any idea how many officers would respond?
Yeah, again, like I said, the minimum requirement for like a burglary in progress or a serious Part 1 crime would be at least 2 officers and a supervisor, probably more. So then when you have weapons involved, you know, anybody that's in the area that's not on a call will respond to that location. You know, so you can have a minimum of 3 and up to, you know, 5 to 10 that you're taking away from other calls and other places around town that they could be patrolling at. So again, it's very serious. We don't tolerate that at all, and that's why he was arrested for it. And we will continue to make arrests to anybody that makes false police reports.
Did you say 54 times since September 1?
Yep, 54 times since September 1. I'm trying to find you a case number real quick.
Did you know if those are all from a cell phone?
They were, yes,
All of them are from
his phone.
Are they all times of the day, or?
I believe so. I don't think that there's any correlation between days and time. The case number is 16C 80142. 16C 80142.
What made this case the one where you were able to actually pinpoint him and arrest him?
Because he remained on scene when officers showed up. He was still there. And then looking at his past phone calls is what started the investigation to determine that these were false.
When was he booked into jail?
Yesterday? The call came out at 3:30, so sometime, anytime after 3:30 yesterday. I don't know his exact arrest time.
Is this, give his name, or can we get his name?
It's on the sheets.
It's on the sheet.
Yes, sir. The last one I'll talk about, I don't have much information on it because it's a robbery that just happened at 7:50 a.m., so I don't have much, but I'll give you a little bit on it. That case number is 16C 80270. 16C 80270, robbery at the Speedy Cash, located in the 3100 block of East Douglas. This occurred this morning, November 16th at approximately 7:50 a.m. On November 16th at 7:50 a.m., 2 unknown suspects entered the Speedy Cash, located in the 3100 block of East Douglas, through the roof. They were armed and demanded cash from 2 employees that were inside the store. The suspects were able to leave with an undisclosed amount of cash in an unknown direction from the building. And the only suspect description that I have as of right now is that 2 male suspects, they were wearing masks and both had on like sweat type clothing, sweatshirts and sweatpants.
Did they get in through a skylight or something like that?
I don't know how they got in through the roof exactly, but yeah, they came in through the roof of the store.
Is this the same one that was hit 10 minutes ago? Is this a different one?
See,
By the truck, by the large truck.
I don't remember if that was the same one or not. Okay. That's all I got today. Thanks, guys.